Our next guest is a true Clevelander, born and bred. And even though life took her away from our great city for a little while, she never forgot home. And that's why she's back and she's opened up her very own business. Wow. CLE Urban Winery.
Yes, welcome to the show, Destiny Burns.
Hey,
what's
Destiny?
up, Destiny?
Hi. How you doing?
Great, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for joining us. Now look, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So like you said, I'm a Cleveland girl. Euclid is my hometown.
Hey.
I graduated from high school and joined the Navy to see the world and get an education. I ended up serving 20 years in the U.S. Navy and then settling in Washington, D.C. area, working in the defense industry for about 13 more years. Oh. Once I turned 50, though, I decided that I'd had enough of the corporate world. Cleveland was always calling me. So I moved back here about 6 years ago to start a business.
When you come back to Cleveland, you're like, all right, I want to, recreate myself here in Cleveland. Why did you pick a winery?
Well, I always loved food and wine. And in my career, I was fortunate to be able to travel and live all over the world. So food and wine was always a fun hobby. And I always dreamed of having that, someday business where I could do something with food and wine. And when I got serious about it, I looked at the market here in Cleveland. There's too many great restaurants in Cleveland already. I love the brewery culture in Cleveland. I think it's really unique. It's really wonderful. So I prefer wine over beer. So I said, well, if it works with beer, why not wine? So this is really a craft brewery style winery where we don't have a vineyard. We bring in all our grapes from the West Coast to make our wines. We make them right here. As you see behind me, I'm in the winery right now. We call it Good Wine Made Fun. That celebrates Cleveland and creates community. We have Cleveland on all of our bottles.
Oh my goodness. Now hold on, Destiny, wait a minute. You went from being in the Navy and you were a firefighter EMT as well, is that?
I was. In my late 40s, I decided to do that before I came back to Cleveland.
Wow. So I have to ask you, did you have any business experience whatsoever? Did you know any business owners to where you could be like, okay, I'm just going to start my own business? Or did you really have to go ground roots and really figure out how to run and operate a business? And if so, was that hard for you to do?
I guess I always kind of had an entrepreneurial spirit. When I look back, I was like in junior achievement in Euclid when I was in high school.
Oh.
But and I have a business degree. I studied business in college, but I never ran a business before. I never even worked like the point of sale system before. So I knew nothing about nothing. I just knew I wanted to create this community center that makes wine in the neighborhood that I live. I live right here in Cedar Lee. This is where my business is in Cleveland Heights. So I have my 5-year anniversary coming up in July.
Wow,
5 years. Ooh.
Destiny, look, you're truly an inspiration.
Yeah.
I think a lot of women can look at this story and be like, wow, I can do this. I can open up that business. Tell me what gave you the motivation. I know you have the military background and strength becomes you.
I just wanted this lifestyle. I wanted to be here in Cleveland. I wanted to give something back to my hometown. There's something special about being an entrepreneur in Cleveland. There are so many wonderful resources. There's so much support. One thing I'll highlight is the Women's Business Center and ECDI. They're fantastic. I'm a member of the Entrepreneurs Organization here in Cleveland. I'm in their accelerator program. I took advantage of the 10,000 Small Businesses training out of IC. So there's just so many wonderful things for entrepreneurs out there. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to go it alone. There's a lot of help here in Cleveland, and the community really does support its own.
Now, Destiny, before we let you go, I need you to tell me, I think there's a special announcement you want to make. Is there like a wine school or something going on?
Yeah, so that's one of my coronavirus pivots, right? So this is a brick and mortar facility. We have a tasting room. So I decided to launch an urban wine school. So we are in the final stages of preparing to launch this. This will be this kind of training for people that just want to have some fun with wine. They just want to feel more comfortable with it. We're Good Wine Made Fun, right? So we're not going to do anything too snooty. Like you don't have to learn about the soil in the Loire Valley of France in order to enjoy wine. You should just be able to have fun with it and enjoy. So we will be launching our first series of classes. They'll be all online and they will be probably in the spring this year. So I'm really excited about that. It'll be a new way to reach out to people, to build a new community through wine education made fun.
That will be fun.
You're gonna have to sign us up.
Take some classes and get around your friends. And
I'm a wine connoisseur myself. I took wine tasting I had to learn the boring ins and outs, but I definitely had fun.
It's not boring drinking it.
Right.
Yeah.
When you get to sip on
it's
a little
way more
wine.
fun drinking it.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll focus more on the fun part.
Right. Well, Destiny, thank you so much. We make sure the community comes out and supports CLE Urban Winery. You go, girl.
Thanks so much for having me today.
Thank you.